with the kid before I start building on the subject matter. I got about maybe 25, 30 minutes possibly to build. Man, I just want to talk to my brothers for a minute. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all know the recent events that just transpired, man. So I just want to build, man. I just want to push some more positivity, man, and just some words, man, that's trying to that with the purpose to unite and unify us brothers, man. We got to stick together because we all we got, man. Again, like I said, we got enough going against us, man. So we cannot continue to be our worst enemy, our own worst enemy, as they say. We cannot continue to do this. We cannot continue to place ourselves in these type of positions and predicaments and all of that type of nonsense, man. So what's the word? Lonzo, Montel, peace. How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Jeremiah, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Son, kids, peace. Clocks in, peace. What's happening? For sure, man. R.I.P. to Dolph. For sure, Tamika. What's happening, Queen? Beast by Bless Zone Out. Peace. What's the word? Most definitely. R.I.P. to Dolph, though. Charles Reed, peace. What's happening? Judge J, peace. Queen, what's happening? Shaquille, peace. What's the word? That's messed up what happened to young Dolph. If you haven't heard that news already, man, my mans was shot and killed in Memphis. My mans was buying some cookies, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't even buy cookies out here. We can't even buy cookies out here, man. It's crazy. Zeke, peace, what's happening? Tueo, everything is peaceful, my way. Everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, for sure, man. We can't even buy, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't had a lot of attempts on his life. They didn't been out to get Dolph for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Dolph had many beefs, especially in the Memphis area where he is from. So, you know, you can't be walking around, sadly enough, as a black man, especially when you done had beef with certain individuals. You cannot be walking around with your guards down. Even if you have your guards up, it really don't matter. You can't be walking around in your city where you're from when you got all this beef surrounding you. It's only a matter of time, honestly. You know, sadly enough, especially once they put a price on your head. Once they put that price on your head, man, you walking around in the city. You walking around in the city where you from, man, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time because dudes out here, like I said, everybody got a price. Everybody got a price, man. Once they put that bounty on your head, for whatever reason that they put the bounty on your head for, it's only a matter of time before some low-life scumbag takes somebody up on that offer and like, all right, I need this quick 10,000, so let me go ahead and take them out for 10,000. Like that 10,000 is worth your life that you're going to spend in prison or your life that you might lose. Awaken Hebrews, peace, what's happening? Dominique, what's the word? Yeah, man, Boosie talked about it. Master P talked about it. Like, sadly enough, when you're a rapper, even if you're not even a rapper, man, but once you achieve a certain level of wealth, like, man, you gotta, it's sad that you gotta make moves because of the way we've been conditioned, man. You gotta move differently. You gotta move out of your neck of the woods, man. You cannot trust these people because people start hating, people are jealous, people are envious. And that's why I said what I said in regards to this title, man. It's enough for us to go around. There is no reason for us to sit around hating on one another. It's enough money, it's enough wealth, it's enough for everybody to eat. Like, why can't that just be what everything is about, man? We all grinding, we all doing what we need to do. We all mastering our crafts, and we all out here eating. We all out here trying to feed our families. And we all trying to make it home to our families. That's what it's about at the end of the day. That's what we all strive to do as men. At least that's what we should be striving to do. You know what I'm saying? Master our crafts, put in some work so we can feed the family and go back to the family. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's enough for us all out here to eat. It's enough for us, literally. Terenzo, peace, what's happening? Mont, peace, what's happening? Lindell, what's the word? Brandon, peace, what's the word, man? I mean, it's literally enough. It's enough for my brother. It's enough. It's enough for all of us out here. It's enough. Tristan, what's the word? Definitely enough. Like, I'm never going to hate on the next man. Never going to hate on the next man. It could be somebody. There's plenty of people in the fitness space, you know what I'm saying, that do exactly what I do. I'm not about to hate on them. If they got more clients than me, if they got more notoriety than me, They got more fame than me. I'm not gonna hate on them. I'm gonna show love to that black man, man. I love to see it. I love to see my brothers eat. You know, I guess I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm not about to hate on another brother. I'm not about to do it. At some point, we got to grow up. At some point, we got to leave that mentality where it was at. You know what I'm saying? You had that mentality when you're 16, 17, 18. Once you reach 25, 30, 35, 40, man, and you didn't generated a nice amount of wealth, and you shouldn't be on that type of stuff anymore, man. You shouldn't be on that type of time and that type of vibe, man. At some point, man, we got to grow up. We got to transcend above and beyond that street mentality. Sadly enough, some of us do not transcend above and beyond that mentality. Shantae Peace Queen, what's happening? Yeah, to me, it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. Like, again, the people that suffer the most are the children. The man had children. So now you got these children, they about to grow up fatherless. Once again, adding to the statistics. They about to grow up with no father because of some nonsense. And that father was taking care of them. You know what I mean? So now they about to grow up with no father. For what? For what? Somebody let me know for what? What happened? I mean, I get, like I said, he had plenty of beasts. But man, at the end of the day, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Man, just, I'm telling you, man, I love it, man. When I see brothers doing good, man, I'm telling you, man, I be on YouTube checking out brothers that kind of be on the same type of stuff that I'm on, checking out they streams. And I love it. I love to see them eating. I'm like, yeah, look at the people showing them love, man. I love to see it. Like some of the rappers that I have mentioned that are underground, like from time to time I tap into their streams and I just love to see the love they getting. I'm like, man, it's people out here supporting the real. I love to see it. I ain't about to hate, be like, man, dude ain't talking about nothing that they ain't talking about. His people should come over here and fool with me. Nah, I'm like, man, I love to see it. I love to see it. I'm like, man, listen, brothers out here spitting that information and motivation and they getting love, man. They showing them love. I love to see that. I love to see it. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good about what I'm doing. Makes me feel good about life. That people out here supporting the real, you know? So I love to see people eat. I love to see it. To Renzo, appreciate that donation, my brother. Definitely enough air to breathe. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. No reason for us to be walking around envious and jealous of the next man. Like, it ain't no reason. It ain't no reason. And again, I'm not even stating that this is what happened to Dolph. This is the reason why, you know what I'm saying, Dolph got shot and killed. I'm just speaking in general. That just inspired that thought because that happens a lot in our community. Dudes be out here hating. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I upped and moved. You know what I'm saying? I'm making the moves that I'm making, and I ain't nowhere near, you know what I'm saying, as far as your bank account goes, I ain't nowhere near like a millionaire as far as that. But it's like, man, some of the moves I'm making, I'm like, man, let me move from this side of town where I'm known. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know me on this side of town. Let me move. I need to get up out of this side of town because I've been here too long. And again, I'm making certain moves and people probably going to think that I got way more than I got. And they going to be plotting on the kid. I'm not about to stay around on this side of town. Let me move. You know what I'm saying? That's a wise move on my end. I'm not about to stay in that neck of the woods where everybody knows me. Everybody knows my car. Everybody, I'm not doing. I mean, to show people, you know what I'm saying, to show you how grimy the world is, man. Like I said, the neighborhood I grew up in, man, I used to walk around, you know what I'm saying, this ain't get shot at or nothing, but, you know, I used to get beats in my car and things along those lines, man. So, man, they robbed my car. My car got broken into twice, and I know good and well that it was somebody on that same block. And I got a good idea of who did it. I just don't have the proof and the evidence, and my people stopped me from going over there and knocking heads off. You know what I'm saying? But that's just show you how grimy it is. The person who I'm sure that had some people break into my car is somebody who we grew up together, we played together, and still to this day will be talking to me like we cool. Because we grew up together on the same block. And I guarantee you that dude was responsible for people breaking in my car, stealing my subs, stealing my speakers, taking the radio out, things like that. That's how grimy the world is. People see that I got stuff in my car that they want, so they gonna have somebody break into it and steal it. And this is somebody that's supposed to be your homeboy. Y'all done been knowing you done been knowing that person since birth, since you done moved in the neighborhood. And that's the type of stuff that they do. So I know how grimy people get. That's why I upped the move. I'm like, I'm not gonna give people the opportunity to do me like that. Because I done already had that type of stuff happen to me. I mean, if you smiling in my face, oh, wow, you got your homeboys breaking into my car, stealing my speakers and whatnot. Like, why am I to trust you? We didn't let you in the crib and you done stole while you was, man, I'm not finna trust you. And these are the type of people that was on my block. I'm talking about across the street from the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like next door to the kid, all that type of stuff. We was on the same block. So again, I'm not about to be like, if I generate an enormous amount of wealth, why would I go around the same people? Why would I go around that type of dude that when I literally didn't have much, he still was taking what I did have? So the moment they find out that I got a lot, oh no, come on, man. Like, I'm asking for them to do something to me. I'm asking for it. Yeah, Zeke, man, listen, it got to the point, man, I had my sub stolen. And this one time it happened right before a football game. So I had to go to my football game with my window busted, you know what I'm saying, with a like a trash bag over my window. Stole my subs to the point where I got them I think my second time getting them. I had to get them bolted down. I had to get them joints bolted down in there, man, because I was walking around with them loose. Because again, this is my neighborhood. I ain't thinking nothing gonna happen. That I normally would turn my music down when I approach the block. This is how I know who did it. Because normally I don't play my music. Like, that's the rule of thumb. When you got speakers, when you got beats, you never play your beats when you get on your block. You know what I'm saying? When you get in your neighborhood, you turn your music down so nobody know what you got. So that's normally what I would do. One day I forgot to do it though. One day I was just jamming, I guess, and I forgot to turn my music down when I got to my street. And it was only one dude that was outside that particular day with a gang of his homeboys. There's only one dude that I remember driving past with my music bumping on my street. Then that next day, boom, car broken into. Come on, man, I'm not a fool. I know who did that, but we ain't had no proof. I was ready to knock heads off. My people was like, man, you can't go over there and do that because you have no proof. But this is what happened. So we all know who did that. But man, my car was broken into twice. They stole my speaker, stole my radio, and before I was driving, they was breaking into my brother's car, stealing his CD collection and all that type of stuff. Listen, it was grimy in the field. And like I said, we got a good idea of who was behind it. We just, at that time, we ain't having cameras and none of that type of stuff, you know? So we done had stuff like that, man. People see that you walking around and you got some things and people hating on you. I done had people steal a lot from me. You know what I'm saying? People that you so-called trusted. So again, I'd be a fool if I created a successful gym chain and people know me and I go in that same neighborhood. Man, if they was stealing from me when I was pretty much on the same level as them, what you think they gonna do when they think that I'm above them? No. I'm smarter than that. Y'all ain't gonna catch me. Nobody gonna catch me slipping. You gonna have to work hard to get me. You gonna have to work hard to catch me slipping. I would never do that. Because like I said, sometimes it ain't even about you. A lot of times people talk about what these rappers rap about. Of course, you know what I'm saying? It's the energy. You get what you put out, things like that. But a lot of times, man, you ain't even got to be rapping and talking about anything, man. You could literally just be a successful black man on the wrong side of town around the wrong group of people, and they just gonna hate on you off the strength. Because that's just what these dudes be on. I wasn't doing anything back then. Like, I wasn't walking around talking tough. I wasn't walking around rapping a bunch of lyrics at that particular point in time, man. I was just chilling, going to school, playing sports. And dudes is breaking in my car. Come on now. As real, peace, what's happening? So I know how real in the field it is. That's why I say, as black men, we got it rough. Because when we walk outside, it's a lot that we gotta look and pay attention to a lot. Our head is always on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I never let my guards down. I never let my guards down, man. Black man, you don't know where the heat finna come from. It can come from these white folks. It can come from a brother that look just like you. It can come from a sister that's trying to set you up to walk you in the direction of a brother that look like you. It can come from the Arab. It can come from the Asian. Like, we can get heat from any direction. So my head is always on the swivel. Always. My head is always on a swivel, man, because as a black man, you never know where trouble is finna come from. You never know. You never know. Trouble is liable to come from any direction. And I ain't got time for it, man. So my head is always on the swivel. People say, oh, you're paranoid. Nope. I feel like I'm being cautious. I feel like I'm being cautious. Like, literally, that's what I feel like. Cultivator of sports. Peace. What's happening? Yeah, Dominique, for sure, man. I done had, listen, back in the day when you used to go school shopping, man, I had brothers steal my school shopping money. That I tucked it away. You know what I'm saying? Tucked it away good. Had a gang of, you know what I'm saying, people who I consider homeboys in the crib. All of a sudden, my $300, however much it was, $200, $300 is gone. Now I can't find it. Come on now. And everybody I asked about it act like they ain't know nothing about no money. I'm like, somebody know about this money, man. So again, I just cut off all them people. If I start talking about my history, y'all will see why I really don't rock with people. You know what I'm saying? I gave people chances. But a lot of times when I gave these dudes chances, this is the type of stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? We walking around, we trying to let y'all in, show y'all some hospitality, and y'all stealing from the kid. Y'all stealing from the kid. Whole while y'all smiling in my face, playing my video games, all this type of stuff. My parents giving you rides to practices and feeding you and all this type of stuff, and you stealing from me. Come on, man. We had the type of family that where if you would have probably asked my peoples for some money, they might have helped you out. But y'all want to steal from me. This is why I don't trust a lot of people. I done had those type of people in the crib stealing from me, like I said, while my people's feeding them, while they playing my games, all this type of stuff. Man, we looking out for these cats, and they stealing from me. So again, I don't let my guards down with anybody. Yeah, Tracy, for sure. Chris, is she on now? I thought she was going on at about 6. That's why I jumped on. I thought she was going on at about 6. I didn't know she was on now. So I didn't been there, done that. Again, I know what's happening out here, man. I know what causes a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? When we start really getting to the roots of everything, I know what causes a lot of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? As far as the systematic involvement, or the system's involvement in what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that aspect of it. Again, that's why I would never turn my back on my brothers, no matter how I'm mistreated out here. Now, again, I'm not letting my guards down, but again, at the end of the day, I know that we all we got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to throw all my brothers in a box because a few of them that stole from me. Again, like the way we do with relationships. You know what I'm saying? You'd have been scarred by a few sisters and now all sisters are trash. Or you'd have been scarred by a few brothers and now all brothers are trash, all black men are trash. Man, listen, I done had black men steal from me. I'm talking about dudes I would consider brothers. I done had them steal from me. But I'm not about to turn my back on all my brothers and say, oh, man, black men are this, that, and the third. All black men are thieves. See how easy it is to do that? See how easy it is for me to say, man, the dudes that stole from you, man, they just weak and wicked, but that don't speak for all black men. See how easy that is? It's real easy to do that. It's real easy to have bad situations happen in your life surrounding a group of people, a certain group of people, but you don't place them all in that box. So it's possible to do that. It's possible to do it. It's possible to do it, man. I done had black men steal from me, but I'm not about to say all black men are thieves. You know what I'm saying? Because I done had some black men do some good by me as well. So it's real easy to do that. It's real easy to do that. I done had some sisters do me dirty, but I'm not about to say all sisters do black men dirty. It's real easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy to look at things through that light. Y'all see me sometimes when I'm in here. I ain't never let my guards down, man. Nobody is gonna ever get one up on me, man. You literally, man, you would have to catch me slipping something terrible, man, because my head is always on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking. When I see some lights pull up in here because it's dark now, I'm looking. I'm always paying attention. My head is always on the swivel. I'm gonna see something before it pops off, and I always been like that, man. But when you go through certain things in life, man, listen, it makes you put your head more on the swivel. But like I said, man, I ain't gonna never put all my brothers in the box, man. I don't care. I don't care what happens, man. Again, yeah, we got untrustworthy brothers, but we also have trustworthy brothers. Just like we got some sisters that's wicked out here, but we also got some sisters that's not so wicked, that's righteous. You know what I'm saying? So we got that. That's how it is. That's how it always will be. You got to be able to decipher the ones, man. Like I said, when my car was broken into, man, I know who did it. I know who did it. We just ain't had a proof, but I know who did it, though. You know what I'm saying? I was able to decipher that. I know who did it, and it was partially my fault because normally I don't, you know what I'm saying? When I get on that block, I turn the music down. You know what I'm saying? So that was partially my fault. So I owned up to it. You know what I'm saying? I held myself accountable. Now, again, they shouldn't be stealing. You know what I'm saying? We working hard to get this stuff for our cars and whatnot. So they shouldn't be out here stealing. But again, I mean, in a situation like that, I'm still able to hold myself accountable. I'm still able to hold myself accountable, man. That's how you move past situations, man, and don't get yourself in further trouble. Because if I would have retaliated and beat the sleeves off of the dude, then all of a sudden I would have been locked up and had some charges on me. That wouldn't have been good. So it's like, man, I had to be wise. I had to be wise. Even though I feel like I got a good idea who did it, I'm like, man, what good would that what good would that have done for me? Like, nah, it wouldn't have done me any good. It wouldn't have done me any good at all. Like, all right, man, let me go ahead, beat sleeves off of homie, about kill him. You know what I'm saying? Because dude can't bust a grape who did it. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I got the homeboys to do it. But the person who I know did it can't bust a grape, you know. So really not about that life, but got some homeboys that's about that life, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So that situation was crazy, man. You just trying to be a young bull out here with your beats, with your music, and dudes out here hating on you, breaking in your car. Stuff like that. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, Dominique, for sure, man. It's never worth it, man. Never worth it. Never worth it. And that's what brothers, that's what we got to realize when it comes to these beefs and stuff like that, man. It's not worth it. Like I said, man, it's enough for us all to eat. It's enough for us all to eat, man. I don't know why people think it's not enough. I don't know what people be on, man. It's enough room at the top for all of us, man. Because, again, everybody not going to make it to the top. So the few of us that decide to make it to the top or decide to travel to the top, like, it's definitely enough room for us. Because everybody not going to have the discipline to do what it takes to get to the top in the first place. So it's definitely enough for all of us to eat. Definitely. But that greed starts to take over. Dudes get greedy, man. Dudes get greedy. It's a power struggle, man. Dudes be getting greedy. And that's part of the problem. Once the greed takes over, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. That greed is powerful, man. Like, once that greed takes over, it's a wrap. Again, like I said, I'm not cut from that cloth, man. I ain't never been one to be greedy. Like, that's never been in my blood to be a greedy individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm at the top, if I'm eating good, I don't really care what somebody else is doing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If I reach a certain point and I'm living good and everything is on the up for me, like, why I care about what this person doing that's in my lane? I'm not threatened. I'm not threatened. Yeah, James, for sure. And that's that greed. Like I said, if I'm at the top, I'm good. I'm taking care of my family. I'm doing all that. I'm doing what matters the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of the family. My family is good. They ain't got to worry about anything. Why am I worried about what the next man is doing? I'm talking about, man, everybody in my family, we all straight. We all good, man. I don't care anything about what this next man is doing. What this next man is doing, it's enough. I'm a person who, it's enough clients out here, man. You know how many people in America are out of shape and need trainers? Like, it's enough clients out here for us all to eat. So I ain't worried about it. Matter of fact, man, I done did some things. I done sent people to other people. I done sent some of my clients to other people. Like, that's what I'm doing. Man, listen, and shout out to the black women out here, man. I done had some black women that I used to work with at certain gyms, man. They done sent clients my way. The black women be hooking me up in regards to the fitness space. And I done sent some people to some black women, to some dude trainers. Like, I done did all of that type of stuff, man. I recommended them. You know what I'm saying? If they can't make it to the area where I'm at, then I'm like, man, I would recommend such and such because they closer to you. Things like that. Things like that, man. I'm sharing the wealth, man. I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm not trying to tell that person, man, look, listen, you can drive 30, 40 minutes to make it to me. Like, nah, you know what? That's inconvenient. But let me direct you toward a trainer who I trust that's in that area. Let me do that. Hey, Chris, for sure, man. Listen, I'm gonna buy up the block where I'm from, where they was breaking into my car. Now they ain't gonna know I own most of the property over there when I do it. They ain't gonna know it. Justin Peace, what's happening? What's the word? Oh yeah, Lindell for sure. He reacts. Peace, what's happening? Everybody eats. That's the mantra, man. Everybody eats. Everybody eats, man. It's not really that complicated, man. Everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? You taking care of your family, I'm taking care of my family. Like, that's all that we should be striving to do. Take care of our families. That's it. That's it. I mean, what's bigger than that, man? We taking care of the family. And then we done put some other people on in the process, so now they able to take care of their families. What's better than that? What's greater than that? I'm taking care of the fam, man. I got my family straight, got my kids straight, got my spouse straight, got my mom straight, got my grandmother straight, got my pop straight, got my brother, sister, everybody straight. Even though you ain't obligated to take care of some of these adults, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do it though. You got everybody in your family straight. Why are you worried about what this next man is doing? Why are you worried about what this next man is doing? Why are you worried about what the next woman is doing, man? Your family's straight over here, and they gonna continue to be straight. Long as you stay committed and consistent. Man, I ain't got time to be counting the pockets of another brother and getting jealous and getting envious of what he doing. I don't have time for that. To the point where I'm willing to risk my freedom. You know what I'm saying? Risk my freedom. Because I'm out here watching the pockets of the next man. And I'm about to allow that to consume me and destroy my health. Because that's what it's doing. I'm stressing out because I'm pocket watching the next man. Oh, he making this. Oh, he getting close to me. That's stressing me out. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I like that, man. Look at him succeeding. Look at that brother elevating. Peace. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Look at that brother, man. He booked out there, man. He got 30, 40 clients. That's peace. I like to see that. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. Only time I look at people sideways is when they striving to manipulate the people. I don't like that. I don't like when people trying to deceive the people out here and manipulate the folks. See, I don't like stuff like that. So when you come in with that wicked agenda, then that's when I'm going to have to talk to you. Then that's when I'm going to have to say some things to you. When you come in with that wicked agenda and you manipulating the people out here, that's when we're going to have problems. Other than that, man, if you earning a righteous living and you doing what you need to do righteously, we good. We good. You doing what you do righteously, man, and you feeding your family in a righteous manner, man, I can't be mad at that. I can't hate on that. Ain't nothing to hate on. I'm applauding that, man. I'm applauding that. I am applauding that, man, because at the end of the day, when it all pops off, man, we going to be all that we got, man. Ain't nobody else going to have our backs. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be us. It's going to be us against them. It's going to be us against the world. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to coexist. When things pop off, and things will pop off. You know what I'm saying? When things do pop off, like, we gonna have to coexist. You know, so at the end of the day, we all we got, no matter how we view each other. No matter how we view it. You know what I'm saying? If we think we are our own worst enemy, no matter how you view it, when things pop off, nobody else is gonna have your back. It's gonna be another black man or a black woman that's gonna have your back. That's gonna have to have your back at the end of the day. Cause ain't no other side gonna join forces with us. No, not happening. It's gonna be us. It's going to be us at the end of the day. Hopefully y'all realize this. Ain't no other group trying to unite with us. It's not happening. So when things pop off and people got to choose sides, we going to be on the same side. We're going to be fighting on the same team. So we're going to have to put those petty differences to the side just to stay alive out here. So what better time to start that than now? Putting those petty differences to the side. We gotta do it because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when things pop off. It's gonna be forced to happen. It's gonna be forced to happen. Tamika, definitely focused on the wrong things, man. Focus on the wrong things big time. Focused on the wrong things big time. Dudes got to learn to drop the ego, man. That's something that black men, we struggle with that a lot, man. The ego gets the best of us, man. That's why when I was listening to Dame Dash back in the day, Dame Dash said, man, that's the reason why he don't hire men to work for him. Because it turns into a competition. So he hires a bunch of ladies. He got ladies that work for him. He said he's not hiring dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because the ego gets involved, man. We competitive by nature, man. So we trying to compete. We getting jealous. We getting envious. We ain't taking orders from this dude. Like, we ain't doing that. So that's why Dame Dash said he don't hire men. His team is comprised of women. He's hiring women. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like you said, man, you get a bunch of dudes in there, it's gonna be an ego clash and all of this, man. And I can see that. I can see that, man. You get dudes around one another, man. Dudes ain't trying, and just being a trainer, man, I done had situations, man, where I done tried to help dudes out, tell dudes what to do, or instruct dudes on what to do in the gym, and they looking at me like, nah, man, I got this. Who you talking to? That's why predominantly, that's why the bulk of my clients are women. The bulk of my clients are women. You know, so that's one reason Dame Dash was like, man, I'm not hiring dudes out here. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Because again, like he said, Dame Dash already knew what happened. He already knew. You know, so at the end of the day, man, like that's something that's attached to us, man. The ego clashing, man, us getting jealous of one another. Like, man, that stuff is weird, man. That's weird to me. That's weird to me, especially jealous to the point where I shoot and kill you and stuff like that. Just, you know what I'm saying, senseless things, man. It's just weird. That's always been weird to me. Always been pretty weird. And then it's even more weird because now you be having dudes out here, they be hating on women as far as like that type of stuff go. You know what I'm saying? A woman is out here getting some money and whatnot, and dudes be hating on that. Like, that's even more weird. Like, it's just weird, man. It's just weird for me to see a dude just hating on somebody, man, out here grinding. Stuff that a man should be doing. Like, why are you hating on a man for grinding? Something that you should be doing. And you mad you don't have the discipline to do it. Like, that's weird to me, man. Get up off that couch and go grind. All that hating and all that nonsense and being jealous, like, that's really weird to me. Step your game up. Like, if you feel like somebody is surpassing you, be inspired and motivated to step your game up. But hating, like, what is that doing for you? How is that making your situation better? Like, how is that making your situation better? Percy, peace, for sure. For sure, man. But how is that making your situation better, man? You see somebody out here grinding, you see somebody putting in work, and now you want to just sit around and hate on them. Like, what? YouTube is very bad for that, man. You a video after video. Dudes out here talking about women, talking about successful dudes and all that. Like, man, that look real. It starts to look kind of corny, man. Starts to look real corny, man. We gotta question dudes who do that. Y'all are real suspect when you do that type of stuff. Again, I examine these type of dudes, man. When you that type of dude and you giving off that type of vibe and energy, man, I'm not finna rock with that. I'm not about to rock with that. That's weird. That's weird. That's funny business. You know what I'm saying? That's funny business, and I don't rock with dudes that be on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? We men out here, we gonna go grind. We gonna do what we need to do. We not worried about the next man. We not worried about the next, especially the next woman and what's in her pockets or her purse or whatever the case may be. We not worried about none of that. We ain't worried about none of that, man. We worried about ourselves. We worried about what we out here grinding to get. That's what we focused on. Nice, it adds no value at all. Decreases your value. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does. Decreases the value. It's literally all it does. Decreases your value. All that hate, it decreases your value, it decreases your health. You know what I'm saying? You're destroying your health with all that hating, all that jealousy, all that envy. That's destroying your health. That's destroying your health. Lindell, you already know, man. Now you already know knowledge of self is my major key. You know what I'm saying? That's my major key. You already know. Knowledge of self is my major key. That's the remedy to all of this. When everybody asks me what the remedy is, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge of self. Again, my answer, know thyself. Right there, boom. Our ancestors preached that heavy, taught that heavy. I don't like saying preach. They taught that heavy. Know thyself. That's the remedy to all of this, really. Because a lot of this stems from self-hatred. You know what I'm saying? And Malcolm X asked the question, who taught you to hate yourself? Who taught you to hate yourself? Who influenced us to gangbang choosing colors? Come on, man. Y'all know who's behind a lot of this. Y'all know who's behind a lot of this, man. But again, once we start talking on that level, again, people don't want to talk about those type of things, man. Dudes is out here b-boy dancing. I mean, dudes literally out here dancing. Then a certain movie came out, and now everybody turned into a gangbanger overnight, picking red and blue. You know what I'm saying? The Crips, they formed an organization to protect the community from white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna talk, like, literally, we're not gonna talk about the origin and why some of these gangs even, and then how they twisted it. You know what I'm saying? How they twisted it. We ain't gonna even talk about that. How we had to form gangs to protect ourselves from the mistreatment we was receiving from white folks. Then they turned around, flipped it, and made it look like, we ain't even gonna get started on that, man. We ain't even gonna get started on that. We ain't even gonna get started on that, man. They gave y'all movies, man. They put things in the media, and they influenced us to turn these gangs into something that's trash against each other. But originally, that's not what all of this stuff was about and for. They had to manipulate the situation because when we started forming these gangs, quote unquote, we was coming together. That was unity. They didn't like that. The only way that they want us to unify is if we destroy one another. You know what I'm saying? So again, they don't want to talk about that. All right, we're going to influence this gang mentality. Then we're going to supply them with the guns. We're going to supply them with the drugs. We're going to do all of this type of stuff, man. Like, this is all by design, man. So stop acting like, again, we just wake up deciding to want to kill one another. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Antoinette Peach Queen, what's happening? It's not that simple at all. Like, we just wake up, decide to want to kill one another, man. You got to ask yourself, where did this type of stuff come from, man? Again, they manipulated a lot. Somebody, listen, man, we ain't even going to get deep off in the trenches, man. But a lot of times, man, people be getting certain tips in regards to the whereabouts of some of these individuals by the system itself. But again, people ain't ready for that discussion. Because, again, that's going to be conspiracies and whatnot. I'm not saying this is tied to the Dolph situation, but this type of stuff happens. This type of stuff happens, man. Just like Tukey Williams wrote in his book, they'd take a Crip, they'd boom, put him in a cop car, they'd drop him off in the middle of a rival neighborhood, right where the blood's at. And he ends up shot, killed. They did that. But you look at it and say, oh, that's black on black crime. Dude, the cop dropped him off the wrong side of town. Come on now. And then you know what's gonna stem from that. It's gonna be a war now. They done shot the homeboy, so now the blood, they gonna retaliate, or the Crips gonna retaliate. Whole while the war was started by them abducting the dude and dropping him off in a rival neighborhood on enemy turf. Come on now. This type of stuff happens. Again, if you haven't read Tukey Williams' autobiography, read that joint because it's in there. He let you know that. He lets y'all know what is going down, what was going down. Let you know. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It hasn't changed. They still doing the same thing. So again, always remember their involvement. Always. Never forget that. I'm always point it out, so I'm not going to allow you to forget it. And it ain't a conspiracy. These are real facts. These are things that happen. Anybody that's been a part of their life will let you know that things like this go down. You know what I'm saying? So it's real in the field on both ends. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch your back in regards to your brother because, again, he hates himself because he was taught to hate himself. And then you got to watch out for the feds. You got to watch out for them because they love the bloodshed. They love it. You know what I'm saying? They love the bloodshed. They love to see that happen. They love to see it. So it is what it is. But y'all, with that being said, man, I only had few minutes to really get down, man, as far as this live, man. I wasn't planning on doing it, but, you know what I'm saying, I felt like I needed to address that, man, and talk about it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and get off this joint, man. I got a client that's about to walk in about 3 minutes. The wife is on, so make sure y'all go right on over to my wife's stream and whatnot. She definitely should be going in. But I'm going to go ahead and tap out, man. RIP to Dolph. And shout out to my brothers out here, man. We gotta continue to watch each other's backs, man. We got at the end of the day, man. So I rock with my brothers, man. I love to see y'all eat. It's enough room at the top for us all. For the black man, for the black woman. It's enough room at the top for us all to eat. Remember that. But y'all be easy, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Wednesday. I'm out. Peace.